Good morning. Yep, still morning. I don't know. I was just thinking, I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee and trying to get warmed up. It's very cool in the shade, but just thinking about what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, what I should be doing. Um, it's, what the hell is today? Sorry, it's Wednesday. I'm leaving Friday, so I have today and tomorrow before I have to leave. Well, after I plan to leave to head up to head back to the city. Um, and I was just thinking, it's terrible that it's like 11 o'clock and I've done nothing. I got up at, I don't know, 9 o'clock or so. You walk the dog, you go upstairs, you make coffee and a little breakfast, and you do a little workout. Then you walk the dog again. And then I kind of packed up some stuff from upstairs, which I have to back up and get the table. Brought the food down, the dry goods, put them in George. And just looking at George and thinking, I should be doing stuff. That was kind of the point of this week, was I was supposed to do stuff. But you know what? I think it's just as important for me to live in it as it is for like a week. To really get a feel for what I need. You know, like discovering that I like that, the tabletop. I'll show you. See how in there, let me see if I can zoom in. Yep, see that? Just a little, the table that's there, it's the IKEA thing, which I just have with some shelves, which of course holds junk at the moment, which again, you need a junk drawer. Just cleaning off the counter this morning, I realized that, you know what, I need like a little junk drawer, like a place to throw everything until I know where to put it. But yeah, that little table works, and then that's the food thing on top. But just for spatial, moving things around and kind of going, okay, this would work here, and this is the right size for this, and I need to think more before I start doing stuff, you know? But anyhow, we're just sitting here enjoying the weather. Look at my little selfie stick. Meow. You're so far away from me. Hello. Hello, you're so far away from me now. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me get a little bit closer because that's kind of awkward. And there's Avery. We're just hanging out in a little bit of sun. In a little shady spot. This is cool. I don't know if I mentioned this to you before. This is the, it's like a pen for dogs. Here, let me get up. I'll show you. I just gotta get Avery off me. Oh! Poor Avery. He's like, what the hell? Let's turn this around. I'll show you. Quickly discovered that that little metal thing is pretty much enough to deter him. He won't go past it. He won't jump over it. It's the weirdest fucking thing. I know he's little, but still. But I also have the big gate. Now this was just the two that I had from work that I threw in the van. But I have the rest of it at home. So I'm going to bring it with me. I think I did mention this. It sounds familiar. But they're exactly 24 inches. So 5 of them across would block off that whole section and keep him in. Ironically, as I found him, I had tied him off over here at the corner because I thought this is great. He can go over and sit in the old pad out there where it's nice and warm and he likes to sun himself. And this lead will get that far. But then when he come back, he snuck in. He snuck through there. And I'm like, well, that doesn't help. Don't cut. No cutting. But anyhow. Yeah, so we're just, as usual, just sitting here thinking, what will work? What won't work? What should I do? And am I actually going to do any of it? Am I going to do any of it today? I don't know. The thing is, and I do this then I'm trying to sleep. trying to sleep, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait a minute, where should I put this? Because I noticed that last night. It get cool at night, even though it was like 30 degrees during the day. It gets down cool at night, especially now that I'm in the shade as well. It'll stay cool in the morning, but like I had to get up at one point and turn on the heater because it got chilly. And I also got rid of a lot of my blankets, but even then, you know, I was warming the bed, but my head was cold, my nose was a little chilly, and I could just feel like, okay, I don't have a temperature gauge inside. I should keep a thermostat inside. But I turn the heat on. But when I'm out on the road, and these are the things that I have to think about, and this is why this is so important that I just sit here and kind of live in the moment and live in the space. I need heat when I'm not hooked up, because I don't want to be hooked up all the time if I don't have to. But I need heat. And I can't run a heater on my little battery bank because it won't keep the heat on. I don't even know if it would even run at all. Again, got to test that. So thinking about electrical system and maybe getting a Chinese diesel heater, and where would I put that so that it doesn't take up space, but I need to be able to access to fill up the propane tank. And I'm thinking that dead corner at the front, pop out a hole, put the tank out on the nose of the vehicle. There actually is an old hole that the propane tank went through. Maybe I can utilize it to see where the hell it came in. I don't remember now. But yeah, there was a hole. Let's see. Yeah. There it is. You can see it. Yeah, right there. That was the old hole. I don't know if I can get that off. Or not. I don't know. But actually, you know what that is? That just goes through there. That just goes through there and goes underneath. Because that's not going into George. That's just going into the frame. So, I don't know. I don't know. See, now I got to study. That, of course, is the other question. Do I want to do it? Do I want to risk knowing, making a mistake? Doing it wrong? Should I get a second opinion? Or a third? Do I want to pay somebody to do it when I know it's not that hard to do? I'm just unsure. I think that's what it is. I'm just unsure. And I don't want to, I have such limited space, and I don't want to like drill a hole and put it in a certain spot and then go, oh, no, that was not right. I could have used that for something else. So basically the three big ones are heat. I have to put in a diesel heater somewhere, and somewhere where I can access it to service it, but I don't have to access it all the time. And I don't want it to take up a lot of space. But of course, the ventilation has to come out so that it heats in the proper spot. Again, I'm always thinking about that stupid hole where the power comes in, where the water tank used to be in that back corner. Because there is an access for water in that corner. I mean, if I have to service it, I would just have to open up the bed and go in through the bed to service it. Not a big deal. Not easy, but not a big deal. I could get in there and pull it out and service it. That's a good spot, but it's very far away from putting the tank on the front, which means I would have to put the tank a lot closer to the heater, which means I have to put it at the back, and then I'm back to that dead space at the front. And that space actually is very dead, because unless I put in an access door, which would probably be a good idea, Ugh, it's just too much to think about. I'm just babbling on at 10 a.m. for 10 minutes. But it helps to say it out loud, get it out of my head. But I need to figure stuff out before I actually start doing it. Alright, so let's see. What have I done today? It is, hang on a minute. It is 2 o'clock. Let's see. I emptied out everything from underneath the bed. It's all like right here. It's not much, but it came out from under the bed. The other thing that was under the bed. Let me get up. Oh, off my little seat. It's not easy because it is a little seat. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay, that was really low. That was low to the ground. I'll show you. It was this little friggin' thing. It's like 12 inches off the... That was not easy. I did that because I was taking some pictures. Oh, hello. Get up here. Inventory pictures of stuff that I had in my storage containers. And of course I did one so far. Not much. But one of the other things that was underneath was this, which is the hitch for the spare tire. I need another U clamp there to clamp it properly. I also brought the table down from upstairs and I put this on it to get started. I tried, but of course I knew these would not come off. They're on there good. Gonna have to grind those down. So I was just Googling how to, because I've never used a grinder. And it's scary. So we're just kind of puttering. Oh, the only other thing I did, this was very important. I took all the stuff that was in my carrier on the roof of my van and put it outside to dry because it rained a few days ago and that is not waterproof anymore. I need to replace it. And I've only had that one for 3 years. But I think I'm going to have to buy another one and maybe have it shipped to the city because I can't have anything shipped here. It's terrible. Last time I had something shipped here, I have no idea where it ended up. I never got it. So, yeah, I'm going to go upstairs, maybe have some lunch. Then I'm going to put all that stuff back in the roof carrier, get it off the ground. Add in any extra stuff that I pulled up from underneath that I don't want underneath the bed anymore. And bring the grinder downstairs. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, I tried to use the grinder and I don't know. I didn't even get any sparks, so I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or I'm at the wrong angle or I'm not pushing hard enough. I don't know, but I'm just going to leave that and hope Jeff will do it for me. I just got to coordinate being here at the same time as him. If not, I'll take a picture and send it to him and say, when you get a chance, can you grind this off? And hope when I come back it's done. So I've done this. It doesn't look like much to you, but I put in that metal shelf. That metal shelf wasn't there before I had the IKEA shelf. But I put this one in. I made the height between the two of them just big enough for these white baskets, black and white baskets to fit. So I can put 1, 2, 2, and 2 and 2. So that's handy for I don't know what, but for now. Top one is a little bit smaller, but it can hold the bin with the dirty dishes in it. This is my dry groceries. But it is, I'm just leaving it there just for now. But anyhow, a few things I've discovered, of course, with this is, it is a dead zone there, but if I don't secure this permanently, whatever I end up putting here, if it's even just this maybe, as long as it's not permanent, I can still get back there. Plus it's open on that end, so I can get in there. Definitely love having a place to put dirty laundry. So I'm thinking when I do put in the shelving along here, and I am liking the idea of the IKEA shelves. Definitely want to make sure that the bottom shelf is big enough that I can fit a bin for dirty laundry. Although honestly, it's a big empty space and I'm not using that out to sit on because I pull out the little bee box and I sit on that if I need a place to sit or put my feet up. I'm on the couch right now. So obviously I don't need a big spot for dirty clothes. And honestly, at home I'm using bags. So maybe when I put in the shelves, I'll just leave a gap along the end. Maybe, I don't know, 5 inches. Hi, it is 6:25 p.m. Just wanted to check in and let you know what I'm doing now. And I was talking to someone today about what I've been accomplishing this week and what I have not. Obviously not more than ing, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just sitting here and trying to figure out what will fit, what won't fit, and what will happen. One of the things that I mentioned to her was that I was concerned about having a heater in here in the evening because right now I'm plugged in. So it's fine. I turn on the heater if it gets chilly and it takes the chill off. I could always get a buddy heater. I could install a diesel heater, but after talking to her, I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I think a buddy heater, if anything, I might do. But what I'm going to do right now, tonight, is I brought in my 1500 watt power bank. I'm just charging it up now. So it's at 100%. And then what I'm going to do is, other than having my cooler, which I also brought in and plugged in, it's all plugged in right now. Everything's getting charged up to 100% and cold, so that when I unplug George from the power system and I'm running off just the battery, I want to know if I can run the heater, if I can have the cooler going, as well as, you know, the regular charging stuff. Although I'll still use my little trailer, my little power bank for, you know, my phone and my cell phone and, my phone, my watch, my laptop, my tablet. Let those little low power drain ones, they can go on the small guy, and I'll just use the big Beataman 1500 for the heater and the fridge. So I'm testing that. I did cook dinner in here tonight. Great success. Of course, it was just a hamburger, but it was still a success. And yeah, I think it's important that I just live in it for a while. It's true what they say, just live in it for a while before you make a build or make any big plans, because then that'll tell you what you need. And yes, I do need a place to put dirty laundry, but I was putting it in a big bin that I had in the corner, just taking up a lot of space, which when empty or when it only has 1 or 2 pieces of clothing in it, it's still taking up that big space because it's a bin. And at home, what I was doing was using plastic bags, got that from Lulu, and putting them in plastic bags. So that's what I did. I took my laundry out of that bin and I put my laundry into a bag. Of course, it's full, but I've got more bags. I'll just get one out of the car and bring that in, and I'll put my dirty laundry in that. And then when it gets full, you just put it in the van, and then I can take it to a laundromat or take it home and do laundry. But yeah, I also picked up a bottle of water, and plugged in, put in my little fountain on top. That's the bag of laundry that's going out to the car. And yeah, there's the cooler, which has my freezer packs in it, and focus. Has freezer packs in it and everything from the fridge upstairs, and the cooler, which is on freezer mode, which at the moment has nothing in it except bottles of water. Avery. And down there, you can see, is my Beataman charging up. So yeah, so we'll see what happens tonight. If I freeze to death, you'll know, because you won't be a video tomorrow. I gotta go save my dog now because he's barking, and I don't know why.